Welcome back to the course of digital electronics. Today we will see the digital integrated circuits. In this especially we will talk about resistor transistor logic, diode transistor logic, emitter coupled logic and complementary metal oxide semiconductor logic. Is it clear? Now we will first of all discuss about the resistor transistor logic. Before going to discuss about resistor transistor logic, now if you observe this circuit, this is the basic circuit I'm going to use, which is an inverter here. Okay, that means if you observe for that, this is a basic circuit which is an inverter here. Okay, that means if the Vin is 0, then what happens means this NPN transistor will in the cutoff region, that means it is in the off position, then the output is equal to high, that means 1. If you apply the input as 1, then what happens means this NPN transistor will turns on, then the output will be 0. That means it is the basic inverter here. Is it clear? This is very important circuit I am going to use in the entire logic families. Is it clear? Okay, now we will see the RTL here. Okay, sorry, we will see the RTL, resistor transistor. Now if you observe that here I am going to discuss about the RTL basic NOR gate. Sorry for that, I am going to discuss about the RTL basic NOR gate here. If you observe that, how many inputs you are observing? 1, 2, 3. Therefore it is a 3 input structure. Is it clear? Now before going to discuss about this, we know that the NOR means if one of the input is 1, then the output is equal to 0 for NOR. If in is equal to 1, the output is equal to 0 in NOR gate. Now if you observe that if one of the input is 1 means, now since 1, 2, 3 all the transistors are connected in parallel, therefore if one of the input is here 1 means, that means either this transistor will allow to flow this one, okay, then it reaches to ground, the output will be 0. In this way, okay, it works as a NOR gate. If all the transistors are applied, that means the input is 0 in all the transistors, okay, that means all the 3 transistors will be in the cutoff, therefore the output won't have any chance to go down. Okay, therefore the output will be 1. Is it clear? In this way you can able to connect RTL basic NOR gate. Is it clear? Now we will see one more, okay, logic family. Now we will discuss about one more logic family here, that is, okay, if you observe that, that is the DTL basic NAND gate here. Once again if you observe that this structure, if you observe that this structure, it will works as AND gate, and you know that this is what, this is an inverter, and plus inverter, okay, and plus inverter gives what? NAND gate. Okay, now we will see how the operation will be performed here. Now if you observe that, let us consider the input A is 0, B is 0 and C is also 0, 0, 0, 0. That means we know that what is the basic operation of diode here. Since DTL means what? Diode transistor logic. Don't forget DTL means here diode transistor logic. Now we know that this is a P, this is N. Okay, whenever at P side there is a highest polarity, sorry for that. Okay, highest polarity. Okay, and N side lowest polarity. Then what happens? It will be in on position, therefore it will act as on switch. Then similarly if you observe this operation here, if all are zeros, then at P side if you observe that there is an highest polarity, therefore the entire thing will go like this. That means if one of the input is 0 here, then what is an output here? It is also 0 here. At this point the output is 0. Why? Because the entire thing will flow like this. If you observe that the entire current will flow like this, okay, through this one. If one of the input is 0, that means if one of the diode is on, then what happens means the entire output will be here, either with this diode, or either with this diode, it is 0. Since it is 0, okay, now what happens? It is an inverter. We know that it is an inverter. If the input to this one is 0, then what happens? The output is equal to 1. Therefore it is an AND gate. Why? Because in the NAND structure we know that, okay, if one of the input is connected to 0, then without depending on other input the output is 1. Is it clear? This is the thing is happening in the DTL. This is the basic DTL structure. Okay, now we will see one more structure, that is transistor logic. Is it clear? Yeah, due to the lack of time I'm not going to explain about this TTL, but just look out this. Okay, this is the open collector TTL gate. Here if you observe that this is a, okay, if you observe that it is a 3 terminal, okay, transistor. Here it contains A, B, C, that means it is equivalent to the diode structure. Here you are having a phase splitter. Here this is the phase splitter stage. Okay, this is means here if you observe that the collector is not connected to anywhere, it is an open collector. It is an open collector, that's why it is a open collector TTL gate. Here if you observe that, okay, the entire things are transistor, that's why it is a transistor logic. The explanation we will see later, but for your examination point of view, due to the lack of time I'm not going to explain in detail. When I'm going to, okay, comes into this content I'm going to explain in detail. Is it clear? Now if you observe that, you can able to look out the one more configuration here. You can able to look out one more configuration here, that is a totem pole configuration. If you observe that, this is a totem pole configuration. Okay, the same structure here, it contains, if you observe that, the same structure, but here the collector is not open. Here if you observe that the collector is not open. Here if you observe that, here the collector is not open. It is connected with one more bipolar junction transistor and with the help of a resistor. This is a totem pole structure. Okay, TTL I'm not going to explain the TTL because due to the lack of time. Now I'm going to explain CMOS here. Okay, now we will look out the CMOS configuration, complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Now if you look out this, this is a, this is a PMOS, this is a PMOS, P-type MOS transistor. This is a NMOS, N-type MOS transistor. What is the difference between these two means? The bubble is the difference between these two. If when this transistor, when PMOS will be turns on means when the gate terminal is connected to 0, it will be turns on. When this NMOS transistor will turns on means when the gate terminal is connected to 1. This is a gate terminal. It may be either source or drain you can able to use. It is also either source or drain you can able to use. It is not fixed, you can able to change the terminals. Is it clear? Now we will see here, okay, how the complementary metal oxide semiconductor will works. Okay, now I'm going to draw the structure. Observe that you required a PMOS here and you required a NMOS here, and both the gate terminals are tied together to give a common input here, and both the drain terminals, don't forget this is a drain terminals connected to give a common output here, and the source is connected to VDD. The PMOS source is connected to VDD, the NMOS source is connected to ground. Now we will see how the operation will be. If you observe that if Vin is 0, sorry for that, if you observe that if Vin is 0, what happens? This transistor won't work, this transistor will turns on, then the output will flow like this. It doesn't have a path. Okay, therefore what is an output is equal to 1 is an output. Now we will look out for another input. When Vin is 1, then what happens if VDD doesn't have path? Okay, why? Because it turns off, it will turns on, then what happens? The output will reach to ground. Therefore what is an output here? 0. Okay, that means, okay, the two transistors, the P-type transistor and N-type transistors should be connected in this manner to get a transistor which is known as CMOS inverter. Not a transistor, CMOS inverter. Is it clear? Now if you look out the truth table of it, V in, sorry for that, V in, V out, V out. If in is 0, the V out is 1. If in is 1, the V out is 0. This is a construction of CMOS. If you look out the if you look out the characteristics of it, if you look out the characteristics of it, see here, let us consider. If you observe that this is V in, this is V out. Now we know that if V in is 0, if V in is 0, V out is what? 1. Let us assume this is 1. If V in is 1, let us assume V in is 1. What is an V out? It is 0. That means the characteristics will be like this. This is the characteristics. Okay, in this manner you have seen about the RTL, DTL, TTL, CMOS. Okay, now I will show ECL, which is an emitter coupled logic, which is a fastest logic. I'm not going to explain this one also. I will show the figure of it. Okay, due to the lack of time I'm not going to explain it. Is it clear? Okay, this is the emitter coupled logic. Okay, this is the emitter coupled logic. If you observe that, okay, this is the two input or NOR gate. If you observe that, okay, it contains two outputs. If you observe at this one there is one output, at this one there is another output. Is it clear? Then if you look out this truth table, you can able to understood what is this output. This is the NOR output. What is this output? What is this output? This is an OR output. Okay, thank you very much, students. Sorry for not explaining TTL, ECL, but for your external point of view, just go through this one and write well. Okay, thank you very much for each and everyone. Have a nice day. Is it clear? Okay, if you are having any doubt, you can able to ask. Okay, thank you very much for each and everyone. Have a nice day.